I miss you, mommy, kiss you, golly. Christian body, flying disc, reminisce of Garvey. Surrounded by the elders, probably. Then I sit with Gandhi. Mahalia, the whalers with Marley. Afro beats, a supernatural priest. Carry the sword of the Lord, clash with the beast. After me, there's casualties, catastrophes, disaster, drastically. I write along passionately, microphone mastery. Tribe known to Maccabees. They say I look like an Olmec. Books are the old text. African Bush or Kush or the Hoteps. After came a pharaoh who knew not Joseph. But kings reign the same apparel, same culture. Every time I rhyme, they add wings to my sculpture. Every line's a paradigm, prime supernova. The being future holder. Elohim, see through dreams, out the rain, ride the streams like I'm Noah. Moses, I throw my staff, turn the cobra. Vipers fast, bite the staff, bite the soldiers. With this microphone, I'm everlast, I'm Jehovah. The first to do work, I'm never last, I'm the owner.
All of the things I'm talking, not the yeah. Try what you not do if you're not the fair. One man they tell me to disappear, So come and help me, cause I don't pray, my man, I don't pray, come on man, I can't stay for one place, for God's sake, my bed. Don't take my Pharaoh from you. They are talking shit, what them no get enemy. See you for forward, I put up my eyes, 10 shots, my eye, touch good. I cry, offshore, got my dread love. Believe me, I don't pray, Mohammed, I don't pray, come on, man. I can't stand for one place, for God's sake, my babe, come and teach me, only you can feel my best, give me vitamins, we're gonna take these friends away, so
Peace, y'all.
Right. We in the building. It's Moonday motivation.
Y'all.
Okay.
Yes. Here with the motivation. How y'all feeling today?
It's time for the motivation. It's time for the motivation. It's time for the motivation. Okay. So. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe I'm too old. I don't even know.
I'm still adjusting.
You're still adjusting? This weekend was wild. This weekend was like heavy on some like the moon was in Aries and the moon was in Taurus, being in like heavy emotional energies. That was a lot for me.
Yeah, the moon was on some bull, okay?
Bull,
okay.
There's a lot of drama going on.
Okay, the moon is in Gemini, okay? You understand what I'm saying? So it's time to get that bull dirt off your shoulders, you know what I'm saying? You gotta brush your shoulders off, brush some of that bull off your shoulders.
Yes, for real. My bad, y'all. We in the process of doing the handoff, our co-parent and shit. So I'm gonna be muted and all muted for like the next 5 minutes. Not too long though. I'm here though.
We're here with Danielle. She blessing us with our presence. We're about to get into her Moonday motivation. What's motivating?
You got Jerry Springer moment for us? We got Jerry Springer inspiration.
Yeah, Jerry.
But my mom wake up every day, not even knowing which day it is. Okay, whether it be Moonday, Tuesday, thank God, TGI Friday, whatever. I just wake up in a routine. Okay, in a routine that I'm gonna get some shit done, and I'm gonna make it throughout the day. Okay, that's how I start out when I rise. Okay. But I learned to just try to enjoy myself throughout the day at some point in time, because a lot of people didn't make it. A lot of people ended up in some horrible situations. A lot of people didn't make it out in situations, and that's how I just keep myself going. Me going back and forth with these children all day, they keep me motivated to refrain from going to jail every day. Or catching the case, So that be mine. But like I said, this weekend was full of drama, so I'm trying to keep it pushing. I didn't even think about all the excess stuff that happened, but it's still there. I'm still having the residual feelings, but I made it. We all made it.
I feel it. It's felt. I try to wake up in the morning with affirmations. I do like that. I've been on Abraham Hicks lately in the AM, starting my day off like with retraining my mind and my thoughts, how I think about stuff. This morning I actually woke up with Mahatma's. She does something on Spotify, so I woke up with her podcast on today, talking about being unstuck and really changing your mindset about the situations that you are going through. They're not really situations. It's more so like you ask the universe for something and it puts you in a position to where you're open to receiving it. But with you being put in that position, there's some things that you got to give up. There's some things that are going to be taken away from you. And there are usually things that you want to hold on to because you think you're about to have that in this at the same time. But the way universal laws work, no two things could be in the same place at the same time. So like if you have that literally in slot A, and the thing you're trying to manifest can only go in slot A, what you have in slot A has to be removed. And instead of thinking like all these things are happening to you or, feeling defeated and doubtful and all those different things, instead of going through all those different types of emotions, the dog is loose. Instead of going through those different types of emotions, you can just start moving more in gratitude. Like I see what's happening. I see, what I'm trying to manifest taking place and really taking formation, and being grateful. Like, thank you for moving that out of my life. I see how it's making space for what I need, this, that, and the third. And then she was also getting into like how we fear the unknown. And that's why a lot of us get so comfortable with not manifesting. Oh, Trevor's here. That's why he acting like that. And that's why my dog running everywhere. He get excited when Trevor here. But right. He get happy. My baby's a love bug. I got a little Gemini dog. But he you get into that mindset where a lot of people get comfortable where they're at because they fear the unknown. They fear the different sacrifices. The different sacrifices and stuff like that they're going to have to let go of because they don't know. They're not in control of those things. So you'll have, being in certain spaces, you'll be like telling people, hey, like, let's do this. Let's make this transformation, that transformation. Nowadays it's been a lot of root chakra stuff. We've been trying to make transformations too. Like, who do we get our food from, our water from? Where are we building our shelter? Are we still renting or are we purchasing land? This, that, and the third. And there's a lot of people that are, resistant to that. You may not understand that. It's like, well, we're struggling and all these different things are going on. Why do you still want that? And that's because they found comfort in their struggle. They know what to expect in their struggle. They don't know what to expect in this new energy that you're trying to manifest. So that fear will leave them stagnant. So listening to that this morning, that was like my little thing. And I'm like, oh, I need to work on getting unstuck with some things because there are some things I'm still holding on to. And there are some things that I'm not moving in gratitude about being removed from me to make that space for the things I'm trying to manifest, but today I started cleaning up my space and everything. Like I'm a Virgo stellium, y'all. So when I clean up, that's like meditation to me. So like I literally just sat down like maybe a half hour or so ago from cleaning since I got up earlier. And just coming into that space is just like, I was really like, meditating on some things to get unstuck off of. And then also moving in gratitude for my space. Like I'm grateful. I'm very grateful for the different, energies and people, places, and things that came my way, and certain things that stopped me from rushing to the next step, because I needed to take my time and slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he knows how to get off the door now. Him staying on the door is a courtesy.
Yes, that's very good to wake up like that with the podcast, Mahatma's podcast, and those words were encouraging as well, sis, and inspirational. And now that as you were talking, I'm thinking about the little things I can be grateful for. I can say a lot of my patience and me being able to hold my composure caused me not to have the things that are coming to me to be interfered with. Everything that I manifest is working its way to me. But yeah, the removal of all the toxicity and certain issues that arise to keep me focused basically, because when you get that drama around you, you can easily become sidetracked, and that's what happened over the course of the weekend, like I was stated. But I'm grateful for the new people I've met. Grateful for my children still being healthy and well, because I know a lady who lost her kid, a friend of mine I grew up with. She lost children of hers. I'm grateful for the simple things that
there's this gratitude group that I'm in, and like I be falling off of it. It's not as active as it once was when it first started, but I do use it when I need to. But like in this group, it's called the gratitude group, and the purpose is on a daily basis you're supposed to write 10 things that you're grateful for. And when I'm consistent with it, thinking of 10 things every morning, 10 different things, it really like broadens your mindset to like how expanded your abundance really is. And it's just certain things in our lives we don't give credit to. I think I was talking about that last week during our forecast or something. It's like, we be asking for love. Yeah. In the Sons of Sea podcast, we'd be asking for love, we'd be asking for certain things, but because it don't come in the exact physical package that we be looking for it from, we don't have gratitude for it. It's just like, oh, thank you for that, but I'm gonna keep focusing on the energy that I want to have that I'm not receiving yet, instead of giving you acknowledgement for the energy you're giving me now. And that's also a mindset that we might, need to reconfigure. I say coming from, I'm a healer, and I have a lot of people coming to my sessions, and a lot of them are mothers. And they're just listening to the mothers speak about their desire for love and wholeness and fulfillment and all these different things. And then when they speak about their relationship with their child, it seems like their needs, those different things, they're kind of like, disregarded. Like, oh, that's just my child, though. But that's not, whatever, though. But I'm like, yeah, but you asked for unconditional love, right? You got it, didn't you? You asked for these certain things, and not only did you receive it, you literally manifested that in your womb. That's like, this is the ultimate magic that we don't give ourselves, enough credit for. I remember, me and Trevor, we actually manifested Miles. I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie. Damn, I forgot the name of the movie, but it was this guy and his wife. They wanted a baby, and they were having trouble having a child. So they wrote a list of the things that they wanted the baby to be, and they buried the list outside in the backyard, and then a boy grew out of the dirt. We watched the movie together, and we came up with that idea, like, we gonna manifest our baby. So we wrote down exactly how we wanted him to come out, and you know how we wanted his behavior to be, this, then, and third. Maybe we should have been a little bit more specific, but you know, it is what it is. And you know, now we have this boy. You know, we didn't really plan the date or anything when he was going to come. We just knew, you know, how we wanted him to be and how we wanted things to be, and it's been exactly like that. Now, what if we were like on some, you know, just not moving in gratitude that we have this child and really focusing on the fact that me and him aren't together anymore, or you know, the nuclear family dynamic has, you know, separated or shifted a bit. Actually, it's not even separated, it's expanded, you know. Different kind of mindsets in that regard and stuff like that. It's just like really like moving in gratitude for everything and anything that occurs. It changes your perspective on how you receive experiences as well, which is very, very important. I think how we receive certain experiences is what brings on a lot of those I guess mental or emotional issues, psychological diagnosis and stuff like that, is how our brain is geared towards receiving what's going on around us. And if I could see certain things and being in a light, it would definitely, you know, help. And a lot of it sounds irrational, you know, to be happy about nonsense, you know what I mean? Be happy about a violent thing and stuff like that. A lot of that stuff sounds irrational. But if that's what we need to have while we're here, that's what we need to have while we're here. I think a beautiful example is Nipsey Hussle's mother, how she carried herself. She lost her boy. She lost her baby, you know, and just to see how she carried herself in celebration and speaking on his ascension and the energy he left behind and how much growth he made as a man, because he didn't start off this revolutionary guy. He was a gangbanger, you know, he was in the streets. He had to have certain levels of transformation to occur in his life for him to have, you know, certain insights that he started to get, you know, and his mother got to be present to watch all of that. You know, so she was moving in that blessing. I'm blessed to know that my baby didn't, you know, pass off without the transformations he needed to have in his life. So he ascended where he needed to go, you know, stuff like that. You know, there was another goddess. I don't know if you guys all follow Sheezus Pal, but I'm a big fan of her on, you know, Facebook and TikTok and stuff. I follow her. She lost her baby boy. Same type of energy, you know, it comes off irrational to people who want to be sad about sadness or, you know, whatever. But, you know, that's what you need to do, though. And it's also a little selfish. You know, I talk about that funeral stuff, crying and wishing people back. It's kind of selfish because you think about the way energy is summoned. You're kind of keeping energy in a space where it shouldn't be because you want it around. But you don't know where your soul needs to go when it's done with this body. Like, I'd be mad as hell if I'm at my funeral trying to, like, do the final separation from my body and everybody crying, like, stay. Like, no, nigga, y'all supposed to do my going away party. Let me go. I got somewhere to be. Like, don't do that to me, boy. Y'all better celebrate. I was here.
I definitely don't want nobody crying at my funeral stuff. I told my kids though, jump on my casket though, and be like,
make sure I put a bell in my casket. Make sure I'm
about the casket. I was like, be absurd with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mama, don't leave.
I just told my sister to call out anybody that's there that shouldn't be there, because my sister is petty enough to do it. Anybody that's there that should not be there, let them know that they gotta go. Make sure you walk your ass right up to the podium on the microphone and let them know. My sister didn't want you here.
I don't know why you here. She ain't fuck with you neither. Right.
It's like, nah.
I see a few people here, and I don't even know why you here.
Right. You owe my sister $5. Put it in the casket right now.
Okay.
But that's all like bringing joy in a space that we've been conditioned to, you know, receive as like ultimate sadness. And it's not. It doesn't have to be that way. When you really condition yourself to accept certain things as what it is and not that emotional invocation, because a lot of that emotional invocation is indoctrination. Like, why are you sad, really? Who taught you to be sad at this space and time? You know, who taught you to be sad about these certain experiences and these certain challenges? She even went on to talk about athletes. Athletes is a good example because me personally, I love to work out. And when I had the opportunity, I was a Zumba instructor for a little while, and it's that I enjoy the pain. I enjoy the struggle. I enjoy the sweat. I enjoy that feeling of, oh my God, I really ran that much, that long, I really spent for a minute, I had a friend, that I was hanging around, and he was into CrossFit. And to wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and got sledgehammers on tires and playing with ropes, and he wanted us to do suicides in the parking lot. Like, that was a lot. It was strenuous. But to say, you know what, by 7:30 a.m. I completed like a really big task, a really big challenge. I struggled when I woke up this morning, and now I'm at the easy part of my day. It just felt good. It do something to your mindset.
I like that walking away feeling with the pain in my eyes and stuff, like, I like that. I don't know, somehow I like those muscle aches from exercising or whatever, because I know what you mean by that CrossFit shit, like, had me doing burpees with 50-pound, weights and stuff. Like, sir, this is, I look strong, but I'm not that strong, sir. Okay. Like, just chill out. But, it does feel refreshing, and exercise rejuvenates your body. It gives you oxygen to, to your cells and, all that to your muscles. So you feel better, even though you in pain, you feel still, you're healing.
Right. Refreshing. I think that we should approach everything with that mindset you have when you're in the gym. Like, you're supposed to struggle. You're supposed to be challenged. If you don't struggle and you're not challenged, there's no muscles growing, right? If we approach all the situations in our life with that same mindset that we approach gaining or losing weight or whatever it is that we want to do in the gym, it would make a lot of those situations in our space be perceived so much differently. Because now you have that level of awareness that says, this is for my muscles. This is for me to gain the strength to do what it is that I'm trying to do. Rather than, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Why did that happen? I don't deserve this. I'm such a good person. Like, you kind of remove yourself away from that mindset. That mindset really prevents you from experiencing and receiving the lessons. You're too busy crying. You're not open to receive the lessons. You're not open to receiving, the things you're supposed to get. So when you get to the finish line, you won't be like, oh, I forgot that lesson all the way back there because I was too busy being sad or angry or whatever about it. I didn't really receive it. I wasn't really listening. You know what I mean?
I be feeling my test. And I know I'm being tested. I just know that this was something, but I guess I passed with like a C. I guess I passed with a C. I didn't get an A. I passed like a C, but it's always somebody trying to throw a monkey wrench in the program. You cannot prevent that. You cannot prevent stress from coming to you, but you can you can learn how to manage it. So, my life is very stressful, unnecessarily, not from my own stress, but others people's stresses are involved and invoked on me. So, I'm too much of an empath to where I absorb everybody else's shit, and then I get stressed because I'm feeling everybody else's stress.
Yeah, I'm definitely an empath.
I have to do something to resolve the problem.
Exactly. I had to learn how to tell myself, like, these thoughts don't belong to me and stuff. Because especially when I got into human design, when Roxy got me into human design, I seen like that open head space near me and stuff. I'm like, oh, wow. And I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense because I do absorb a lot of other people's opinions and expectations and stuff like that. And sometimes I'll absorb them so much for so long that after a while they feel like they belong to me. And so
Martin said, you put on your fucking girl dress. Fucking girl. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay? Fucking girl. Fuck. Put on your fucking girl dress, okay? For all of that stuff that they trying to transfer, because they got to dump it. You see, they don't even want solutions to work through it themselves. They just want to dump it somewhere, and they be free. They be good. And you left it like, fucking girl.
Yeah, I've been in landfill now. I've been in landfill.
You know like how your children
many times.
You know how your children be, and when them old folk you be around be, they'll be like, like that video everybody talking about, get somebody else to do it. Look.
Yep.
Right.
You're not about to dump this.
And you know what? You even gotta do that with your children sometimes. I realize I have a child who stays in confliction with a lot of stuff. Okay. And I think we all know who that child is, which child that is. And you know, the dramas she creates, you know, I have to step into them because I want to protect my child from her monsters that she create and protect herself from herself as well. But sometimes I think that I have to let her learn. I have to let her fall down and learn the hard way because I'm always finding myself saving her. And she's not grateful for her mom. So for her to get a lesson in gratitude, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you fall down and skin your kneecap like I had to do when I was a kid, and like your sister and your brother had to do, you know. But I'll be there to pick you back up if you fall, okay? Because she ain't gonna learn it. Saving her,
it's
and you causing unnecessary
development. It's a part of her growth. She's gonna be great. So she's gonna be great.
Her growth.
Yeah. She's not gonna make those mistakes when she gets older. She's making them now for a reason.
And she's
creating them and working through all of that stuff now. So she's processing through it. You know, we got a tendency to do that because nobody was there. We start projecting our shit. It's like nobody was there for me when I fell, so I'm gonna make sure
she's always projecting something on
and that's a dangerous projection because we be expecting a red carpet. Exactly.
Who asked you? All the time. Like looking at you like mama, you didn't braid all my hair down. Like this lady stayed up all day yesterday to braid your head, honey. She didn't even go to sleep. And I let her stay overnight, you know, and then she just left. I told her to sleep over so that she wouldn't have to drive back home, you know. I don't want nothing to happen to her. And you gonna come to me talking about she ain't braid this one braid right here. She ain't braided all the way down. Girl, that's why I was just telling like, girl, go get out my face, please. Please go. Please go. Please go. Nobody had to stay and work on your head all day going.
You're raising her right. Okay. She's building expectations of excellence. She don't want no half stepping. Okay. Look at it righteously.
Right.
Look,
because
she forgot this one right
all
here.
The time.
Damn the whole rest of the head. The whole rest of the head is fine. No.
I'm like, girl, it's gonna be all right. This is like, it's not gonna be all right. I don't see how you saying it's gonna be all right. And you know, I have to just keep myself frame myself. Don't do it. Just bring it down. Bring it down.
Because that kind of discernment, is going to save her from a whole lot of shit when she get older. She be like, that part don't look right, or it don't sound right, or it don't feel right, and she gonna trust it. So train that up and show her how to do that righteously. Like guide her to that righteous point where she can heighten that intuition, where she can heighten like that. Look, he sound like he talking some slick shit to me. Get out of here. Oh, this job, think they about to finesse me. They got me fucked up. Like give them those skills, equip them. Like,
you there for that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how to...
I tell her this all the time. I tell her this all the time. But, you know, she puts that, what she puts that on is her family. She don't put that to the proper people you're supposed to be directing that shit to. You know what I'm saying? You need to direct that shit over there. Don't direct that shit with your mind. Don't direct it. You're doing it to the wrong people. And then when it comes to those people, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you get in a shell and you scared or whatever to express yourself openly like how you do with everybody around here. Now, I need you to take that same energy over there. If you don't have that energy here,
that's practice.
That's where her comfort is.
Yeah, she's practicing at home. You know,
she's comfortable.
She working out in the gym. Okay. Now when she get loose. Then when she get loose now, God, don't be talking about you got to reel that shit back in now. No, you talking
I don't want to hear that. Come home.
Same energy in the drink, fam. You understand? So it's like, all right.
Look, it's time for somebody else to have a turn. She don't even do it with a daddy, and she don't even do it with a dad though. That's what burns me up. That's what boils me up.
I'm not complaining about that all the time because me and my siblings, we don't treat my mom the way we treat my dad. But our dads are not our comfort zone. Our mother is our comfort zone. So, like, you know, and that, again, that comes with another, you know, sense of mindset and how you choose to absorb and receive things. Like, my child feels comfortable enough with me to show me her emotional self. And that's a big deal because us as adults, we don't show everybody our emotional self. We got walls upon walls upon walls, you know. So it's, you know, it's a space of gratitude. Like, granted, like my son be on the same type of time, and I be like, dang, I wish you would show your emotions somewhere else. But you know, at the same token, it's important for me to
just for a day, just for an hour. You know what I'm saying?
Just like, a little bit.
She's learning where to regulate it at. She's like, okay.
Exactly.
It's good over here. It's not good over here. Yeah, you gotta have
right.
Like, all right.
Just for a little bit. Got a little hot.
Because you really don't want these kids go out here. You got, you know, be mindful what you ask for because you really don't want your kids going outside nowadays telling people how they feel and what they're going through. Because these people out here, they telling our kids to do some weird shit. They're telling our kids to do straight weird shit.
Yeah, and she's learning how to put that together, and it's a family lesson. I mean, when they say take a village, it really do take a village. So what is she communicating to the entire family for everybody to take a takeaway from what she's communicating? And if we studied and looked at our family, okay, so we here on our individual mission and we here on our collective family mission. So how do we help each other deal with what we got to deal with? So what lessons we here to learn from each other? This is why we in the house, we calling each other family. Like, what shit we need to be learning from each other?
Yeah.
Message.
Because you might be looking in the house like, oh shit, this is this is the world. Oh. My ancient brother got me to where I'll be on the lookout for people who ain't shit. They exist because my little brother ain't shit. Oh, my sister who know everybody business and tell everybody business. Don't tell your business to everybody because my little sister was telling everybody business. Oh, you know, how it goes, whatever those things that.
That's the sister who does. That's the baby who tells everybody business. That baby tells everybody business. I'm talking about she tell everybody. I'm like, girl.
She the youngest.
It's so much that she got to work on, and so much stuff. So much knowledge I feed her that she needs to work on retaining a lot better.
Is she the youngest?
She gonna get there. She is the youngest, which is that's another position to be in. The youngest, a Capricorn projector. Oh my God, a cusp of a Sagittarius. Like I don't know how it can.
She is the family's archivist. She got everybody's DNA. She's the last.
Mm-hmm.
So she has all of everybody's information. She knows things about things she wasn't present at and not even born in. So y'all literally got your ancestral DNA in one child, and she's learning how to deal with that. So the family can benefit from that. My little sister told me, I was like, "What? You was there? You remember that shit?" She don't forget nothing. You understand what I'm saying to you? So like. There are benefits to that. You know, once you get past the nuances, you have to learn how to navigate. So that's a family mission. So for everybody's personality, they strong personality traits and all of that. These are all characteristics and traits that we're here to unlearn. Not things that we here to learn.
I just wish she'll be tender with me like she's tender with her dad. It's rough over here. It's rough out here in these streets. Okay.
She see what you see. So
she's a tough cookie like me or whatever, you know.
My daughter know how to finesse me, okay? My daughter know how to finesse me. I ain't never got too crazy with my daughter ever in life. You understand? Like she know exactly how to handle me.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, she got it. My sons, they can't try.
It's kind of like it's like she bringing me to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like she's bringing the young version of me that I should have been like, you know what I'm saying, that I didn't develop into until I got like older or whatever. So, you know, how she be approaching me with certain things. And I just see my younger self, like, I would have never approached my mother like the way how you approach me. But okay, I'm going to sit here and listen to you for a little bit because I have to let you express yourself. I wish I could have expressed myself in that manner to my parents. I probably wouldn't be living. I probably would be here, y'all. It would be no motivational Moonday today with Danielle.
Well, see, that's a lesson to learn to change the dynamic of your whole family line.
Yeah, you're breaking that curve.
So they like, okay, you got time to do it. They weren't in position to do it, even if they wanted to. It wasn't wise for the time, so it's wise for this particular time. And when your children develop them skills, they're gonna raise their children differently. So if you keep the cycle, or you can break the cycle. You can make a new normal in that regard. So
as for dog,
I feel like riding a bike. I want to go on a late night, on an evening bike ride right now. That's what I'm motivated to do right now.
That sounds fun. That's how I be feeling with my son though. Like I feel like he puts me in positions to like help him deal with his emotions in a way that I was never really given opportunities to deal with mine, you know? And that put me in a certain place as an adult, you know, not really having, you know, having an issue with trusting my relationships and trusting, you know, that I could be open, you know, I could be, you know, vulnerable and stuff like that. And then also trusting that I can receive support when I'm going through vulnerable stages in my life. You know, I went through a lot of vulnerable stages in my life as a child, and I didn't feel supported. I didn't feel like I had that, you know, that support I needed, or those people that I could talk to, or anybody that I could even tell what was happening to me that was going to protect me or keep me in a safe space. So like I grow up, you know, as an adult now, it's like, you know, in my head such. But to have this little child, he's only 8 years old now, already come into this world with that mentality is definitely a karmic bond for me, because, you know, they say like you share the aura with your baby and breastfeeding your baby and stuff like that. So like he really is like an extension of me. And it's just like, bro, you've never even, and I had to catch myself on that dialogue too, to tell him he's never even been through anything to have the mentality he has, you know, because he's an extension of me. He went through everything I went through. I was born with him inside of my body. So everything I went through, he went through. So when I felt alone, he felt alone. When I was upset, he was upset. So, you know, to have him on the outside of my body and me trying to tell him how to communicate, like today, the lesson for today was balance. We have to learn balance between you being independent and you asking for support without feeling upset. He has this thing where when he asks people for stuff, he gets upset. Same shit I do. I get mad when I ask somebody for help because I feel inadequate. Like I couldn't do it myself. It makes me So, you know, he does the same thing. So I'm telling him like, baby, it's okay to ask for support. If you feel like you're asking for too much, you know, just try to find a balance. Certain things that you know for a fact you can do by yourself, do it by yourself. That way, when you do come to ask for support, you don't feel like you're doing too much, you know. But like, I'm your mom. I'm literally like the go-to for support. Like, don't do that to me, because that's what I'm here for. That's what brings me joy. Like, you know. But, you know, having that conversation with him outside of myself was like me talking to myself at the same time. Like, yeah, Nika, ask for support. It's okay. Find balance between you being, you know, Miss Independent and you letting somebody know, hey, you know, I need some fucking help. Like, I can't do this by myself. And it's okay. You know, don't get angry about it. It doesn't mean that you're inadequate. You know, villages aren't just for children. Villages are for adults too. We need a village our entire existence. There's never a time we don't need a village. That's that, you know, it's a certain mentality that's going around telling people that they're supposed to go through shit alone and certain stuff just supposed to be alone. But like, even when a wolf is vulnerable, the other wolves actually get closer to the wolf. Like, say if a wolf hurts itself, then all the other wolves are surrounding the wolf, and so that wolf feels better. But you gonna have to infiltrate that whole pack of wolves to get to that wounded wolf. You know what I'm saying? And that's because the wolf is in the pack. There's a relationship there. I know that I need support, and I'm allowing myself to be supported. You gotta allow yourself to be supported by your pack. And if you're not allowing yourself to be supported by your pack, you're gonna be that random wounded wolf in the woods by yourself that get eaten.
Yeah, that lone wolf. Mm-hmm.
That lone wolf mentality gets you eaten up every fucking time. If it's not by an outside entity, it's by your own thoughts.
Yeah. I most definitely feel all that. Well, I have a new perspective now.
It's all about just, you know, if I feel something like being too heavy on me, I'll check myself in my brain. Like, how can I receive this differently so it don't feel like this no more? Because this ain't where it's at. It's not how I want to feel.
You know what I do? I get to moving furniture and cleaning and shit.
Yeah, I clean.
That's what I do. I remove things out my physical space or whatever, because I feel like I'm being bombarded with clutter and shit, you know, with taka. That's garbage. That's why I'm letting that expressing some of that shit out. But yeah, I feel like I'm just being bombarded with a lot of shit. I feel like I'm getting closed in or whatever. So I have to remove some shit out my space physically. But if I'm not able to do it emotionally or spiritually, I'm going to do it physically. Girl, one time I threw out my whole living room set one time. Some years ago, I just took the whole living room set. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to throw all this shit out. Like, yeah. I ain't asked for no help to drag nothing else. Yeah. That's how upset I was and just how overwhelmed I was, you know, with things. And I was like, yeah, if I need to get rid of some things out my spirit, I'm just going to remove it from the physical if I can't get rid of it from my spirit or whatever. But I'm working on removing things from spirit. And that's where, therefore, in the physical, it won't be so bad.
Yeah, I'm definitely good for that.
I love keep throwing my shit away.
Cleaning is definitely my meditative place. That's where I go to clear my thoughts. That's where I go to like burn off my anger, because my anger gives me energy. My anger gives me so much fucking energy. Like whatever needed, I'm lifting up couches. I'm vacuuming underneath couches and bookshelves and shit. Yeah, bro, don't let me get angry, bro. I lift up a fucking car when I'm angry. I clean the car. Okay. I do the shit is done. But I ain't cooking shit. You don't even want this food.
Yeah.
You don't even want this food. Just let me clean.
Okay.
And it's so funny, like those be the what? That food come out extra dry and unseasoned because my energy is off. So that food finna be off. You ready? Just let me clean.
And that's one thing I'm aware of. I'm not gonna touch no food, anything that's supposed to be nutritional to your body or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Anything I'm supposed to put my loving energy on. And I'm not, if it's not there, I'm not gonna do it because I don't want you to consume that. I don't want you to consume that from me. So yeah. My misery doesn't love company, and I don't like to inflict my misery on other people. But y'all damn sure gonna feel it when I damn throw all this damn furniture out. Y'all see me dragging this shit out to the streets.
My misery don't love company, but I had to learn how to stop being toxic with my misery too, because that whole mindset, my misery don't love company. What I would do is I would disappear. I'm cutting everybody off until I feel better again. But that's not right. So I had a girlfriend check me on that. She was like, how come whenever we're going through stuff, we get the call on you, but when you're going through stuff, you don't get the call on us? And I was like, I don't think about it like that. And she was like, you know, she was like, you might not think about it like that, but it make other people feel like you're too good for their help. You know, their help isn't good enough for you. So you got to be mindful of how you're making other people feel too when you're not accepting their support.
Yeah, it's not necessarily that. It's just that I can become to me, I feel like I can become overwhelming if I throw all my shit on you, like y'all throw y'all shit on me. I can handle y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? I can handle y'all doing a venting all that to me. Y'all might not be able to handle how I've been out to y'all, because people can't even handle how I talk sometimes. Okay.
Yeah.
Some people have to.
You speaking my brain. You speaking my brain, and I think that's that Leo rising shit, bro. Because like my language can be very harsh. I don't give a fuck what pronouns I'm using. So I have to go back and double back and be like, I'm not talking about you, and I'm not talking about all men, or I'm not talking about all women, or whatever. Don't personalize what I'm saying. Like that used to be the thing. with me and my kid's dad, whenever I would vent to him, it would turn into an argument because he would personalize everything that I'm saying. So he stopped being a safe space for me to talk to. Cause like when I'm going through stuff, I'm just like it's not you. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying like, bro, I'm sick of this shit. Like, you know, and I had to, and it's like trying to teach me how to communicate what I'm going through and how I feel in a healthy manner. But sometimes I don't want to be filtered. Sometimes I want to have unfiltered emotions and just really say how the fuck I feel in the manner that I really like. If I feel very strongly about something, I should be able to use strong language and a strong emotion behind the language. Like I'm a theater kid, like I'm a thespian. So like I'm very extra. I'm extra when I'm happy too. It's not just sadness and anger and frustration. I'm also this extra when I'm happy. And I had to, you know, utilize discernment with who I could share that with too, because, you know, some people just be so laid back that my happiness and my excitedness and my outgoing energy is a lot to them. So, you know, them not realizing that. Exactly. It makes you want to suppress yourself. And that's not their intentions to try to suppress me and shit like that. But that's what it's coming to because, you know, my energy is too much for you. And so I had to learn to stop internalizing shit like that too. Especially like if you have elders in your family that don't have no Leo energy in their chart and you at their house being babysat, like you the child that needs to go sit your ass down somewhere because your energy not matching. And I was talking about this before, you know, we walk through life with these ideas in our head that I get too excited or I'm too angry or I'm too this or I'm too that or I'm too much because we were around energies that just couldn't handle our full selves. And that's nothing bad about them, but especially not bad about us. So when we walk into the spiritual realm or this healing realm, and you got a lot of these healers being irresponsible with the psychological diagnosis that they're spilling out, oh, this is a narcissist and this is ADD and this is depression and just being irresponsible. You got people misinterpreting their regular healthy sadness into depression or their regular healthy happiness into bipolar disorder. You got people like, you know, just off the strength that, oh, I remember such and such said I was too much. And this other person also said I was too much. Everybody around me keeps saying I'm too much. And you keep being surrounded by people that are telling you you're too much because you've gotten comfortable telling yourself you're too much. So they're your mirrors. They're just mirroring how you already think about yourself. Now you go ahead and start using those words like I get depressed or I got bipolar or da-da-da. Now you're attracting people that's keeping you in that headspace about yourself. Now you're really too much.
Yeah. There used to be once upon a time when people used to say like I was too much or I talk too much or I'm loud and all just invoking just throwing all these different, words on me and names on me, just sticking to me and shit and have me just subconscious like, well, damn, maybe I am like that. So then guess what? I stopped expressing myself. And that's what I did. I started expressing myself. But then still at the same time, I'm a ticking time bomb because I'm an expressive person. Okay. Just naturally by me being a woman. And then also with my strong ass personality, like I'm not going to allow myself to be succumb or subdued to be in this state for too long. So guess what happens? I'm a freaking fucking time bomb. I'm going to explode. And when I explode, it's like an atomic bomb. And then by then, you don't know what the fuck happened. You don't even know how to get me. And I can't be reverted back to how I was before. You know what I'm saying? Because I done said all what I had to say. I done threw in a little extra shit. You know what I'm saying? I done killed your soul. So it's at the point of no return once I got to express myself in that manner.
I started bringing up shit from 5 years ago I never got to say. And now I get to articulate it. Is you ready? But that's come from a lot of suppression. We gotta, once you start telling yourself you deserve space and you deserve to express yourself and you deserve to be yourself unapologetically, yes, if you're still around those same people that make you feel like you're too much, it's going to be a lot of strict restrictions there. It's going to be a lot of friction there because those people are accustomed to you repressing yourself. You being that people pleaser, because that's what I went into. I went into people pleasing mode. I'm gonna be whoever you need me to be in this space for you. It's not about me. Nothing was ever about me. Even sex wasn't about me. Like, no, this is for him. This ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just trying to go to bed. Like, And
I know I'm
moving
not
like
gonna
this,
be,
it's
you
like
know what I'm saying? So I might as well just, let it be how it is or whatever,
yeah.
Yeah.
And that suppression is not healthy because, like you said, you walk around like a ticking time bomb. Like, we're Virgos. I hold everything in my gut. So I was having IBS all the time. My stomach was always hurting. I always felt on edge. I always had, like, when I don't drink Starbucks, but you ever had a Starbucks coffee? I used to feel like that all the time.
Get the mouth got there and get the jittering.
Yeah, whole body jittering. I don't like that feeling, but that's how I used to feel all the time. So wake up and go to bed like that. And then whenever something didn't go my way or there was an opportunity for me to express myself, I'm going off the fucking handles because I don't get to do this. There's nowhere else for my energy to go.
Yeah, and when I come down from all of that, like I feel like from the bottom of my spine, it's like a pain from the bottom of my spine. It just sends signals that straight up to the back of my damn cerebellum right there, like overdid it, girl. Calm down, calm back down. I think this shit coming from like my root chakra. You know what I'm saying? Like it's giving me a signal, like girl, get it together. Okay. Pull yourself, come back down here. Pull yourself back together now, because you about to be paralyzed in a minute.
For me, it started with conversations. I started having conversations in my head, like, okay, so what are your intentions with this conversation? What are your intentions with this expression? And is your current expression facilitating that? And if it's not, let's fix this, because you want a certain outcome out of this. You don't want to just be bantering off. So, like, that really helps shape how I move without suppressing myself. You're still going to hear what I have to say, but now my delivery is different, or now, my tone of voice is different, or whatever, to where you still get what I'm saying, but I don't have to be like insulting or engulfing you with my emotions to do that. It took a long time to get here. And I'm still, when I get happy, I'm still big happy. I'm still big sad. I still get big angry. I still feel all those things. But now I finally give myself space to feel that. And so the people that allow me to feel my feelings, they're still in my space. And those who don't, they're not. It's really that simple.
I used to like take a walk. I used to like when I used to get really upset and I feel like I could not get my point across. I could not communicate with you. Whatever. I used to go and just take a walk. I didn't care what time of the day it was. It could have been late at night, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But I was protected always, you know what I'm saying. I thank the Most High for, no harm coming to me. But yeah, I don't care where I was. I just wanted to walk. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to walk and get away from it all.
Out here, we got the Delaware River joint, and it got like a whole little walkway. That used to be my spot. I would go walk there. When I lived up North Jersey, I would be at the ocean front. I would walk over there. I would just go light my blunt, or back once upon a time, I used to smoke Black and Milds. I had my mild, and I would just go for a walk until it was done, and then I would walk home. And that would be where I get my thoughts
and
at.
everything was fine.
After I done blew up and slammed shit and threw shit and made my declarations, that would be after the fact. Like, all right, I'm gonna go calm down for a walk. And I done already said and did shit. Now I'm trying to be more proactive than reactive. I'm trying to catch it, catch myself before I start doing all that shit without repressing my message.
But then after I did all that walking and shit and I calmed down, like what I should have done was continue with the conversation in a more collective mind, have more stable thoughts or whatever. But we just never got to the conversations. Like we just moved on from one thing to the, and that's it. Like we just dropped that or whatever, because I just chose not to bring it up, and just all right, act like it ain't happened. Which that was dead ass wrong, because I still should have expressed myself, you know what I'm saying, after I went on my little walk and cleared my head and got my thoughts together. But I was like, fuck it. It's not even whatever.
Because now in your mind you think it's gonna be a blow up again. And now to speak your mind thereafter, you just have this thought in my head, like this is about to be a big blow up.
Once again, though, right?
Yeah, you're not gonna want to go through that again. That's exactly, you know, listen, you speak my soul. I've been there. Like, you don't even want to talk about nothing no more. And it's just like, well, now since I can't express how certain things make me feel, I can't be my true self with you. What are we about to talk about?
Right.
And now I don't tolerate anything like that. Like, I would tolerate some relationships like that for years, just out of loyalty. Like, oh, this been my best friend for the last 20 years. This been my best friend since Head Start. This been my friend since 8th grade. Like, I would stay in these relationships because of how long they've been my friend. And in the meantime, they don't even know who the fuck I am because I suppress things because I know that this is going to end up being that or whatever. And is it really a friendship, or am I just, you know, if I'm just here to be their support and they're not really here being mine, what is that? But, you know, I had to be, you got to take ownership for that shit. I had to take ownership instead of saying, oh, well, this person keep treating me like this and this person don't listen to me and this person, I'm not in control of that person. The only person I'm in control of is myself. So why am I allowing myself to remain in that relationship where I'm being treated like that? Like, why am I telling myself I deserve this? Like, what is worth me deserving this right now? You know what I mean? Where's my sense of value at? And once you start taking accountability and responsibility, it makes it easier to be proactive because now that I know that this is my fault, I can do something about it. I don't have to deal with this.
You know what I was telling you when I was cooking for Thanksgiving? And I was mad nobody was in the kitchen helping me. I'm eating all this food. I'm mad because ain't nobody in the kitchen helping me and shit.
Nobody helping.
And then Trey was like, well, you chose to do this shit. You know we don't celebrate this shit. I don't even know why you cooking all this damn food. We were supposed to go out to eat. You know, you only be mad at yourself. So I'm sitting there stirring the damn food and shit. I'm like, you know what? You motherfucker right. I ain't gonna do this shit no more.
That just be the last time.
He's like, your ideal is you want everybody in this kitchen, in the little ass kitchen, to help you cook and stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
And everybody you don't really want them people in the kitchen.
We ain't gonna do the damn way. We ain't gonna do shit for the damn way. You ain't gonna let us do our own thing because you don't want to supervise and tell everybody what the hell they should do. Like, because it's always your kitchen. So yeah, I'm like, you know what? He right. I ain't want to say he right, but yeah. You know, still though. I've been expecting like to have shit go out, you know, happen like movies.
I always think about the Home Alone Christmas scene where everybody's helping each other put the plates on the table and shit.
Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that ain't my reality. That ain't that reality for real. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying, like, help me in the kitchen, but get out of my way in the kitchen. Like, I don't know what I want you to do.
Just put the shit down. What? Just you put too much in it. Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I got it. Get out. I just wanted you to try to come in here, so I had the experience of kicking you out.
I just want you to stand there, you know what I'm saying, and I direct you to do something like we really in a real life. Like I'm the master chef, I'm the Iron Chef. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You sous chef.
I'm chef 1. You're chef 2.
Chef 2, chef 3. You know all that. You on prep? Yeah. I just want to cuss everybody out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm what's his name? Gordon Ramsay.
Or just sit on the sideline and talk to me. Keep me company while I do everything myself. That's fine too.
You know,
wash the dishes off up something.
Like my dad would say, she probably didn't have no wine in her. She would have been a lot friendlier.
But you know, something as small as that, I had to learn how to communicate something as small as fucking that, bro. I would come out of the kitchen with a whole attitude because I done sat in the kitchen and spiraled in my mind all the times I cooked and cleaned, and now I'm thinking about all the time nobody helped me. Not only do I cook and clean, I bought the food. I went food shopping and I bought all the groceries in the crib by myself. Like I done spiraled in this kitchen while I was cooking, and by the time I walk out that kitchen, I be having such a bad attitude. And it's like, why didn't you just ask for help? Why didn't you just say, come in here and keep space with me or something? It was like learning how to communicate and learning that communicating something as small as that is okay. Yeah. You know, because what really was stopping me from even saying, hey, somebody come in here and help me. Like, even like, you know, what did I think was going to happen?
our perfect ass expectations, our high ass expectations that we set for other people because of the expectations we set for ourselves. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have you in the kitchen, sunshine, cooking up shit, and I'm not gonna be like, well, let me wash these dishes without her having to tell me, or since you need me to help you anything or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I know we're gonna get along fine in the kitchen. We gotta cook for this daggone event, you know what I'm saying? Because we already know what it is the other one needs to do. But that's what it is. We put our expectations on other people, and then we upset that they didn't pull through like we thought they was, like we've been training them up to do, though. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not programming them. They're not programmed right at this point. Like damn.
I gotta put it on YouTube. Yeah. I gotta make a YouTube channel like how to make sunshine happy.
Yeah. So now I'm not only about to cuss you out about this kitchen, but I'm gonna cuss you out for all the old and the damn new. I'm gonna bring up everything that just bothered me over this damn kitchen. You not helping. And that's basically what it boils down to.
That's exactly what it is. And I'm glad I hear all that. And I'm speaking from a hill place. Like every now and then I might back, but I'm not even around people anymore that tolerate that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a serious phase where like I was like, I really want to manifest, people in my life that don't do this to me. And I really did that. So now there's no room for me to even backslide on that old shit no more like that. Like, every now and then somebody new will come in my space and they'll be like, oh, you don't know what I healed from. Hold on, let me show you real quick.
Okay.
But like the people as far as like, you and, Roxy and Muhammad and just like different people I have in my life right now, my family that I'm around, it's like, it's no room for that no more. It's not, we got to communicate because we around each other. We got to move together. Like, and you gotta communicate with me on the spot, because if you sit up here and tell me something that happened last week or last month, I'm gonna call you on it, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm calling on you on it, because I'm gonna see a space for you to communicate.
Please don't let it happen. And I've noticed that you having an attitude, and then you not expressing it, and then you want to wait till later to bring it up.
Right? Like, let me tell you how. Yeah, because you can even communicate that. Like, I'm not in the headspace to communicate with how I feel right now, but later on, if it's all right with you, I would like to communicate it later. Even have the immaturity to even say that much is good. It's good enough.
That's communicating. That's letting me know how you're feeling about something right now, and what you're not able to do right now. And we can try this later when you get your thoughts together. That's the walk that they got to have in their head mentally. You know what I'm saying? I go off of physical walks. That's the mental walk. Yeah. Well,
you just got to know to do it.
Yeah. This was a very good talk. I think Nala said we had somebody coming on at 7. We done went over their time.
I know we got to get up out of here. My bad, guys. I hope you feel motivated.
This is Do Not Radio.
Virgo Virgin Talk Edition.
Our flyers
we gotta put a Virgo symbol back in. Oh, that was fast. They're so pretty. Did you try to scan it? Did it work?
I'm about to scan it right now. But you know what? He did say he tried. I'm glad that he did the smart thing and scanned it. When he first got it over the phone. So he tested it out.
Because I scanned it and it worked.
Yeah, it works. Yep, it's going to the Eventbrite page. Okay. And I made an event on Facebook as well. So
I seen it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get more of them because this is the 500 right here. So I think I want to. I think I'm definitely going to get more. Oh, he's back. We done untied him, y'all. Let him back out the closet.
Look, y'all need to promote that thing because I'm pulling up in there like.
Knowledge gotta hit the birthday throne.
That's it.
Yes, Virgo Virgin Talk. We're doing our season finale live in person. We doing that Oprah shit.
I'm gonna find something purple. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find something purple and I'm gonna float up in there like.
Ooh, that would be dope. I still don't know what I'm wearing.
I don't know what I'm wearing yet.
I don't know what I want to wear in either. Dress or pants. I don't know. I don't want to do jeans. I want to feel like I want to be dressed and head wrapped up. You know what I'm saying? I feel I want to have the goddess come through there with the head wrap, you know, the biggest head wrap.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely coming through with the jerk.
Nose and ear chain. Nose and ear chain, like, you know what I'm saying? I want to have sunshine stuff on me too. Mm-hmm. I like that finger wrist thing that you got. I gotta get that.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I got soft food stuff still. I gotta throw that on. It's been a while. I ain't been blinked out in a minute.
Yeah. Ooh. I don't know why I'm feeling like all white. I don't know.
I like white. You said that before. I'll wear white with you. I'm with the shits.
I do wardrobe.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to find something.
I got all of them.
Maybe we can coordinate.
I don't give a damn.
Multiple outfits. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I was thinking that too, because we are going to be there for like 13 hours, though. You know what I'm saying? So the white during the show. Whatever during the vending, you know what I'm saying? Something fly, you know what I'm saying? During the vendings or whatever. We got to be organized out, though. You know what I'm saying? Organized, coppered, and aluminum out.
Yep.
Then the mixer or whatever. I guess a little club like shit for the mixer or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Kurt. I'm excited.
It's gonna be dope. I'm super excited for it. I'm super excited. I'm manifesting we're gonna have a full house, yo, and some.
Right.
And
we're trying to get Foxy Roxy on there. Because then
we're gonna need security.
My master plan is to get all of you guys in a room so we can talk about this tour.
I love it.
Now that we in the physical, what's that?
Indeed, I love to have all of us in the room. Yes, indeed. We some dope individuals. All of us some dope individuals. Right here on this show, we're some dope individuals.
The Soul Tribe is assembling. I will see y'all in June. And we ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. We know Knowledge got some people to bring on. So we see y'all.
Yeah, I do got another show.
I mean, this is our show now. It's like, nah.
Yeah, it is.
What other show?
What show? What do the Knowledge Radio?
Hey. I'm with it, okay?
All right.
Ray in the chat. She need to come through next Moonday motivation so she could share some of her motivation. She got a phenomenal
word.
Phenomenal mind too. See what I'm saying?
All right. Who coming through next Moonday?
All right, peace.
What was we ending? Somebody said something? Did we do a closeout? I don't know what just happened.
Bye. See you later.
We'll be back next Moonday, okay, for some more Moonday motivation. You know what I'm saying? Danielle, don't be
I'll be back next Moonday.
Come on back.
Was I coming back next Moonday? Y'all was inviting me back again? Y'all want me back again?
Come back.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be back next Moonday.
Like Friday, they said, come back. You know what I'm saying? When he said, come back.
We on our off season. We back.
Right.
I'll be back.
Yeah, we're going to have the fam in the building.
Because guess what? We ain't doing our podcast. Our podcast last season, you know what I'm saying? Last episode is coming out. So yeah, we chilling. I got time. I appreciate y'all having me on here, though. Thank you so much. So much gratitude. I appreciate it. I love the conversation we had. Thank you so much, knowledgebornallah. I want to give you a name so bad, but I don't want to cut your name short because we had a conversation already. So
knowledge works. I'm telling you, knowledge works. Just don't call me your N-word. It's all good. Or late for dinner. Your N-word or late for dinner. I'll be offended. Yeah, so.
Love you, Knowledge. Love you, Danielle. See y'all later.
And
all right, we out.
Love you. Peace.
Peace, y'all.